Hi everyone, it's Robin and welcome back. Today I am sharing my Christmas kitchen decor. It is full of vintage goodies and I cannot wait for you to see it. This year in my kitchen I decided to do something a little different. Normally my kitchen sort of flows along the same lines as my living room and my dining room, but this year I decided to round up all of the amazingly vintage Christmas decor items that I have been bringing home from the thrift stores the last couple of years. Things like plastic wreaths, old stockings, little Christmas figurines, you name it. If I found it and I loved it, I brought it home from the thrift store, and that's what I decided to use. So in good fun, I'm going to be calling this my Tacky Kitchen Christmas, and I hope you enjoy because I had so much fun putting this all together, and I absolutely love it. It is just like over the top crazy, and I love it. And it has been such a fun thing to do for myself, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. I know my kids think it's pretty crazy too. Some of the things are like, oh my gosh, that is so ugly. I can't believe you're using that. But I love it and I think it is so much fun. So hopefully you will as well. So let's go ahead and show you what I've done.
Now that you've got a look at the whole room all together, I thought I would take my camera around and just kind of show you up close and personal some of the things that I've got going on in here, because there's a lot going on. Unfortunately, I am losing light, so it's probably not going to be the best footage, but for those of you who really love to know where I've got everything and to see things up close and personal, that is what I'm going to do now. So if you don't like that part of it, I'll probably be talking through this whole part. You might want to skip the rest of the video, and that is totally okay to do. So I think we're going to start with the cubbies here, because everyone always loves the cubbies. So we'll get started on that first. Alright, so at the very tippy top, we've got the 3 bottle bush trees, and then this little Santa and sleigh I've had for quite a few years. This little girl is a new item, as is this card, which I just recently thrifted. And then I've got this Jingle Bell book, which is one of my favorite books. This little guy, this little snowman, is a new item as well. And so is this reflector. And then over there is a box of candles. And I just love the graphic on the box. And then I put it with this little plastic Santa, which I recently picked up as well. Alright, so starting on this side, I have another reflector. And then this little sign or whatever is from Hobby Lobby from last year. I think they were selling them this year as well. This little guy is a little candle holder, and I just thought he was so cute. I love the little houses, of course. And this guy's got a cute little mouse and a little tree and the cute little wreath, and of course the red front door, which is awesome. Let's see. On this side over here, we've got this tray here in the middle, which I just recently thrifted. This little Santa was given to me by a friend of mine. It's a chocolate mold, and I've had it for quite a few years, and I love bringing it out every year. And finally over here is another thrifted item, which I think I bought a couple of years ago, and I just think it's really pretty. I love the berries, the little ribbon, and of course the greenery. Alright, and then we have this shelf down here. This little girl was recently thrifted, and I've got her sitting on a couple of butter pats to kind of prop her up. Those cards back, the card back there, I have like taped to the back, is a recent thrift store find. And then this adorable creation was sent to me by a friend of the channel, and I absolutely love it. Let me get you a little closer so you can see it. Look at that. It is so adorable. I love it. Then in this cubby, I've got some cute little items. This one here is an ornament that came in a grab bag that I picked up recently, and it came with this one. We talked about this one a lot on that thrift store Thursday that I shared it. It's so cute. It's like a little birdhouse, and the little birds are like, you know, building. It's got the little manager in the back, and then on the side, they've got their little stockings hung. It's just so cute. So I decided to stick that in there so I could see it up close. And then I have this adorable, like, wall hanging, or an ornament, I guess you could say, or like, I'm not really sure what you're supposed to do with it, but you can obviously hang it if you want to, because it's got the thing on it. But I thought it would look so cute in my cubby, and it was sent to me by someone who is a friend of the channel, and I absolutely love this. It is so adorable. Of course, I'm obsessed with the deer. I think he's so adorable. He's got a little bow and everything. And then, of course, the tree and the jingle bell and the ornament and the cute little wreath up top, and I just absolutely love it.
So that was a great item to add into the cubbies. And then the final cubby here has a card which I recently thrifted, as well as the Santa that I recently found. I can't remember if I actually showed him in a haul or if I just picked him up. I cannot remember. Huh. Does he still have a price tag on? Let's check. He does not. I must have hauled it. I can't remember. Anyways, but I found him this year. I think he's adorable. And then I just added a bottle brush tree to the other side. And that completes the cubbies. So below the cubbies, I have this candle ring right here, which I think is my very first one that I picked up. And I was like, oh, these are awesome. So I've had this one for quite a few years. I like the mix of different leaves and then the berries. And then I just have it set on a really pretty thrifted plate. And then I've got my favorite cranberry candle going on in there. Alright, so then in front here I've got this little train that I just found at the thrift store the other day, so it hasn't even been hauled yet. I actually picked it up for Jo because she loves the trains, but she let me use it for this video, so that was nice of her. So I just have her placed in front of the candle and my vintage clock, which I love so much. And on top of the clock I have this horn ornament that's got this poinsettia and like this ribbon. This thing is metal and it is so heavy it does not hang nicely at all. So I thought it would be just a kind of a fun one I can place any different, different places around the house. So I decided it looked nice there. And then look at this adorable house. Oh my goodness, it is so cute. I love the little deer and the tree and it's just so adorable. I love it. This was made for me by a friend of the channel and she just sent that to me. She actually sent this one and it's the same person that made this one, which I absolutely love, and then this adorable one as well. So I just love those so much. And I wanted them in my cubby space because then I could see them really well, because they're kind of smaller and they would get lost in the rest of my house. So I think this was a good place to put them. So I just love them. They're so cute. And then over here, there's my tripod. Over here, I have a little tray of candies with our favorite Christmas candies. I like the red ones. And then these are those strawberry filled candies. Oh my gosh, I love these. And then the tray is just a thrifted one, which I found has these cute little holly berries. So these are disappearing fast. These have only been here a couple hours and they're already about half gone. So over here I have this, I don't know what they call these things. I can never remember. But anyways, they're just made out of like plastic. My mom found this for me at a garage sale years ago. I just think he's so cute. And then over here on this little table I've tucked in this corner, I've got this red and white striped frame, which I made a long time ago. And then I put this little Santa, which I found a couple years ago. Maybe last year I found him, I can't remember. I think he's adorable. Look at his little smiling face. That's so cute. And then I have this little Christmas bowl down here with some candy canes. And then this red bottle brush tree, which I absolutely love, with the white bell. And then I put one of the napkins that matches my, what do you call it? Tablecloth over there as well. So then moving on into the kitchen, here we have just a little table. Like obviously I've got my tablecloth. I absolutely love this tablecloth. It is so much fun. I just love the colors, and this lime green is so fun. I love it. But anyways, moving on to the little tray here. We've got the little gingerbread house that I thrifted recently, along with these little mice, some candy canes. The mice, I think you'll probably remember from a thrift store Thursday. They are just so adorable. And then this was also from a thrift store Thursday, and I think it is awesome. And I just have a white candle with that. So above the window, I just added some greenery, as you can see, and then some beads. And then I hung these stockings that I collect up there as well. I think they turned out so cute up here. So it says Merry Christmas Grandpa. And then, oh, the lighting is so terrible, I'm so sorry. And let's see, this one is a Merry Christmas. This one reminds me of those mugs my mom used to have. They were red and they had like this little tree on it. She used it all year round. I remember that very much. And then over on this side I've got another one with a tree on it. And then this one over here with the wreath, which is one of my favorites. And then of course in the corner I've got this Tinsel Tree, which I picked up at Walmart. This is the rose gold one and I absolutely love it. It's got a nice sturdy frame, which I absolutely love. So since we're down here, we'll just go through this. This little deer was found last year at Hobby Lobby. I love her. She's so adorable. And then I picked up this little candle wreath thing last year as well. I thought that was pretty cool. This is also another little thrifted item. This is a little tea light, which is cute. And then this little snowman in the back was just sent to me by one of my friends here on the channel. And it's just so adorable. So on the tree, I have the little set of the red ornaments that I picked up at Michael's this year, and then they came with these as well, like the silver ones. So I put those on, and then I put on some vintage ones. This one, and this one. And here's Emily's ornament that she picked up for the year, a little raccoon. And then Zoe's Peppa Pig that she picked out. There's a vintage ornament over there. And here as well. I think the rest of the tree is just filled up with vintage ornaments that I have found over the years. This one is so pretty. And then I love this blue one back here. Alright, so now we can move over to the shelf area. Let's start way at the tippy top. Way up top I added this candle wreath, which has these awesome berries on it. The very top. I didn't know what to do up here. It needed something, so I decided to hang what I had left over of my candle rings. This one's just a basic greenery one. This one I think is probably newer. And then this one I absolutely love. Love that one. So I just hung those up there kind of as little baby wreaths, and I think it looks cute. And then over here we've got another snowman. I found this the same year, I think last year as well as this little tree. This looks very Scandinavian to me. I absolutely love it. And then this boot I've had for quite a few years, and it came with this greenery that was in it, so I love that. And then next to it I tucked in this little bunch of greenery, which I fell in love with because it has this little bow, or the little bells and the berries on it. So I thought that was really super cute. And then next to that is this little house that I found this year. And inside the house I put my little Lefton girl and a little bottle brush tree, and then this other little figurine. I am told that this is probably Avon or Home Interior or something like that. I can't remember. But regardless, I think they're both really cute. And then on top I put these little angels that I found last year, if I remember correctly. And then next to the house I have this little bottle brush tea, which I found this year, and then I put another white one, another couple white ones in front of that. And then next to that is this Santa piggy bank, which I have had for years. This one I think was one of my very first like thrifted Christmas purchases, and I just love him so much. I think he is adorable. And then behind the Santa is this shadow box, which I made years ago with a page from The Night Before Christmas storybook, which I had, and then I just added some scrapbook paper behind it and then a little Merry Christmas sticker, and it's one of my favorite things to get out every year. I think it's so cute. And then next to this here is a little nesting Santa, which is actually from my mother-in-law. We have had this for years. It has always been one of the girls' favorite little decorations. They used to play with this all the time when they were little, and they absolutely loved it. And then, so now I make sure I get it out every year. He's just so adorable. And then down here below, on the hooks, I have these little ticking stripe stockings, which I made quite a few years ago. And I just hung them on the hooks. And then I found this beaded garland at a church sale. I think this is the stuff I found last year. So I just hung that there as well. And then I have this little ornament of jasmines that Grandma gave to her. And it's just kind of one of our favorites. So I decided to hang that there as well because you know I love the bells and it's red and I thought it was cute. So, so on our little message board here in the corner of the kitchen, I have another one of these, they call them popcorn? Is that what they call them? Popcorn? I don't know, something like that. But anyways, it's another little Santa. My mom found this for me as well, when she found the other one that I have on the other side of the room. So that's cute. And then below it here, I have this plate that was from Target a couple years ago. And then this right here is a recent thrifted find, as well as this, which I haven't even shown this in a haul yet, but that's coming up. But I just couldn't wait to use it, so I found that and I thought it would be perfect right there. So I added that to the mix. Then over here, I've got my little counter display. Really kept it nice and simple. I just have a pitcher with some of the leftovers of my greenery in it. The pitcher itself is stacked on top of a stack of Christmas plates, which are thrifted. I have 4 of these, you know, like salad plates, I guess you would call them. And then in front of that, I have some bottle brush trees and some greenery. And then this adorable little reindeer. Oh, I just love him so cute, so much. He's got a cute little package that he's carrying, and he's got a little cute hat on. He's so adorable. I love him. And then next to that, I've got this little white dish, which I thrifted, and then I just filled it up with, you know, Christmas ornaments. And then behind that, I've got a little stack of butter dishes. And on top of that is this fabulous new candle, which I just recently found. I think I hauled it out this week. And then I just put a little sprig of greenery there as well. And I just love that. And then over here, I can't remember if I showed this or not in one of my hauls, but this is a little, like a fingertip towel, which I found recently. And somebody has hand sewn this amazing Santa like badge on it, and I think it is so cute. So I've got that sitting out here, so I can use that when I'm like cooking and stuff. So all together, I like this little display a lot. All right, so next to the refrigerator, to the left of the sink, as you can see, I have what I'm calling my hot toddy station. So I started with this Christmas plate back here, which I think is so adorable. I have that on a little plate rack. And then down here, I added some greenery, which I just found yesterday at the thrift store, so I haven't even hauled that yet. It went straight into the decorations, which I love. And then I have some cups. These ones I picked up last year. These are just little teacups with the cute little holly and the berry. Oh my goodness, don't break anything. Okay, let me put my camera down. Maybe it'll be a better angle here. There we go. And then I recently hauled this gorgeous teacup, and I absolutely love the color of it. And I know it's not your traditional Christmas, but you know what? It is green, so it'll work. And I'm obsessed with this. This is the brand, which I couldn't read the day I was hauling it, if anyone is interested in that. But I am in love with this teacup. I love it so much. And then, of course, I have my Christmas teacup, which I am planning to use tonight because I just set this up today. And I'm going to have my first hot toddy tonight. And I absolutely love this one. This is Noel by Royalty. And look at that. Poinsettia. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love it. And then look inside it. You have little berries in there. And then, of course, you got another gorgeous poinsettia and these stars. Oh my goodness. How adorable. So anyways, this is what I'm going to have my first hot toddy with tonight. Now, I've never had a hot toddy before, but I am obsessed with wanting to try one, and I have been for a couple of years. So I'm like, you know what? This is the year that it's going to happen. So yesterday I went to the store and I got all the stuff for it, and tonight is the night. All right. And then I have this little stack of vintage napkins, which I found. I picked this one out because I love the bells. There was another one that had like the candles, which I love the candles too. And then another one that said like Merry Christmas or something. But I thought the bells were cute. And then over here is where I have all the stuff to make the hot toddies. I also added some stuff to have hot chocolate and Bailey's, because if I don't want to have a hot toddy, I can have one of those, and those are yummy and delicious on a nice cold night. So what I started out with is this vintage vintage milk glass little cake tray, which I absolutely love. I think it is so pretty. It's got some gold detailing on it. It's so pretty. And I added these little candy canes, and then these little angels down here are part of my place card setting figures, which I showed you on my tablescape. So I added those in there because I wasn't using those, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to add a little something there. And then I picked up these little bottles of mini Bailey's, because you don't really need a whole lot in your hot chocolate, just a little. So these will be cute, and I can use those as I need them. And then I picked up this hot chocolate. Oh my goodness. If you have not tried Swiss Miss double chocolate, you have got to try it. It is super chocolatey, which is what I'm always looking for in a hot chocolate, and nothing really compares, but this stuff is pretty good. And then, because I didn't know, I've never had a hot toddy before, like I said before, and the recipes, different recipes that I have read, you could say you could use whiskey or bourbon or sherry or scotch. Well, I didn't know what I wanted to try, so I decided to go ahead and buy these little baby bottles instead. So I picked up a brandy, a Jack Daniel's whiskey, and then what is this? Oh, this is scotch. So yeah, so now I've got a little variety, because you only need like 1.5 ounces or something like that of the liquor in the hot toddy, so that's pretty cool. So anyways, and then off to the side, I've got a big thing of lemon juice, which I'll put in the refrigerator when I'm done with this. And then I have this gorgeous little container, which I've thrifted, and I absolutely love it. And this has got my honey in it, and a little vintage spoon for fun. So I love this little guy. I think I thrifted him like 3 or 4 years ago, and I've used him in lots of different ways. This is the first time it's had honey in it, but it is like perfect for that. So, oh, and then over here we got this too. This on the refrigerator side is this cute little like mobile, I guess you'd call it, which I picked up this summer, and I just think it's so adorable. So I added that to that. Oh, and I don't think I showed you this either. Over here around the corner, I've got Santa. I found Santa when I went to the bins with Nicole North Garden, so I added him to the front of the fridge. Alright, so now we can move over to my windowsill. I am having a really hard time showing this today because the sun or the light is coming in this window, but I started off with a candle, and then I added this gorgeous candle ring, and I put them both on top of my scale, and I think it is such a fun look. So then on either side of that, I added some deer. You all know how much I am obsessed with deer. So I added 2 little babies and a mama, and then on the other side, these are my 2 favorite deer that I have, and I added these 2 to this side. And then I've got the whole thing on a distressed plank of wood, which I've had around. I think I have this in my windowsill all the time, and just add different things to it. So that is cute. And then on either side, I have candlestick holders, which I thrifted both the candles, which have little poinsettias on them, and then the candle holders themselves, which also have little poinsettias on them, and I think they're absolutely gorgeous. And then I put these amazing ornaments from Michael's on either side, because these are too heavy to hang on my tree as well. So I love these ornaments. I think they're so adorable. So I added one on that side. So I've got the candlestick and the ornament on that side, and the candlestick and the ornament on this side as well. The Hot Chocolate Station is the first time I've ever done one of these, and the kids are really excited about it. So I started with this tray. It's a Santa tray. It says Merry Christmas. I thrifted that last year, I think. And then I have this little Santa cowboy boot, which I put some candy canes in, and then I propped it up on a little cupcake stand. We've got the hot chocolate, and then in this jar I made homemade marshmallows, which are so much fun to make. So I put those in there. And then we have these cute, adorable Christmas mugs. Each of them's a little bit different. This one's got a Santa on it. Stockings and so cutesy little things. Now I was gonna have I found a tree mug, a mug tree, but these little teeny tiny handles don't fit on it. So that's kind of a bummer. So then we also have over here a little salt and pepper shaker filled with cinnamon. And then this stuff is amazing. Chocolate caramel, salted chocolate caramel. It is like a syrup. It's used for coffee, I think. But the girls love a little bit of this on their hot chocolate as well. So that's pretty cool. And then moving over to the other side. The only thing I got left over here is little mini chocolate chips if they want them. And then some more adorable mugs. So cute. And then this one here is my favorite. I love the poinsettias. Got little cherubs. It's got the candles in the vintage candle holder. You see that? I love those candle holders. More cherubs and then a tree and poinsettias. Ooh. So that is the kids' Christmas hot chocolate station. Oh, I forgot to show you this. This right here is one of the hand towels, which I picked up this year. And Finny is wanting another treat, aren't you? You want a treat? You gonna stomp your feet at me? Oh, oh. What are you doing? He's stomping his feet. Do you see that? He stomps his feet when he wants his treat. Do you want a treat? Yes. Yeah, okay. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Alright, so I've got this. And I just love it because it has the wreath with the little house in the background and the cute little bow. And of course the stripes. And then over here I have my red and white gingham apron hung right here. And then over off to the side on my pantry door I have this a gorgeous organ. I don't know what kind of. It's like a sheer fabric. Organza? I don't know. Anyways, it's got little baby poinsettias on it. And then at the bottom, it has this gorgeous poinsettia border. And I just absolutely love it. Alright, we'll get you guys a treat. Oh no.
Oh, Grandma got
We got an extra treat.
Grandma got one.
Alright, do you want a treat, Finny?
Make him lay down.
He's all lay down. Good boy.
He did it right away.
Yeah. So moving over to this area where I keep my dishes, I added just a little bit of Christmas because I thought it needed a little something. I have this little napkin which I hung over the sides just so I could see the cute little design and the poinsettia. And then I added another deer. And then this is the card that I picked up this year from Walmart. I thought they looked very vintage-like. So I added that, standing up with a flower frog and then just a little ornament. And then down below my dishes, I have this tray, which I thrifted. I think is one I picked up this year. I think when the first time Jamie and Nicole and I got together, I think I found this. It's just a basic plastic tray, and I used a 3M command strip to hang it on the wall. And then below that, I have this mug, which I picked up this year. And then some vintage Christmas napkins, which I have. These I used on my tablescape. And then these match the, what do you call it? The tablecloth here in the kitchen. And then here's another one of those poinsettia ones, like the one I have hanging up above. So, oh, and here's another one that I have which is really cute. I love this one too. And then I just have the whole thing on this little plastic tray with poinsettias on it, which actually matches this tray, which I hung on the other side of the coffee maker. So that has just a little pop of Christmas color on this, you know, kind of bare wall. And then we've got the little stuff up above. All right, so then that moves us on over to the stove. On the stove, I put a cutting board. I've been doing this lately so that I got a little more extra space. So when we're not cooking, I put the cutting board on there. We've got the coffee pot ready to go for tomorrow. And then I placed this adorable vintage pot holder, which I found this year, on here as well, because that's always a handy thing to have by the stove. And then I also hung this poinsettia towel, which I also found this year. And that is the end of all the stuff that is in here. Alright, so what do you think? I totally understand that this is a personal preference sort of thing, and it's a little overboard for me. Granted, there's a lot of stuff in here, but it was so much fun, and I love it so much that I just can't stop smiling. I can't stop laughing about it. I look around the room and I'm just like, oh, that is so cute, and I just love it so much. I will probably do something like this every single year just because it is so much fun. And that is what Christmas is all about. Having fun and enjoying the season. And I think this, for myself anyways, was a perfect way to do it. So I would love to know what you think of my tacky Christmas decor. So leave me a comment down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share. And I hope you are enjoying your Christmas decorating as much as I did putting this room together. I'll see you soon. Bye now.